Welcome in, Jesse.
Hi there. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Jesse, are you at least 18 and do you believe in God?
Yes, and yes.
Sure. And which God do you believe in?
The King of America, Jesus Christ.
Sure. Do you think that this particular God concept is all good or partially good?
He is all good. He is what is good.
Right. Okay. So he doesn't
So
do
he is good.
sure, he doesn't do anything that's not good.
What he does, you might perceive as bad, but is good.
Right. But what I asked you was does everything is everything he does good? And I assume the answer to that's
Yes,
yes. Okay. Are all of his
yes.
commands
He is the
good?
embodiment of good, so he can't do bad by definition.
So he's not all powerful?
He is all powerful, correct. But he's
Well,
also bound. He's also bound in logic. See,
he's
this is kind
bound?
of where so a lot of atheists don't know this, and they've never looked into the ontological argument of God,
Oh, trust me,
which was done by Saint
we
Anselm in
know
the
all the
1500s.
we know all the bad Philbro arguments for
Well, let me
God.
give you the Orthodox and Catholic
Well,
definition of
Jesse,
God.
we're
Then,
not
and
actually talking about whether or not God exists right now. We're talking about whether or not the God you believe in is good.
sure, okay, so yeah, he's good.
Okay, is he all good?
Yes,
Okay, and you believe all of his commands are good.
correct.
And do you think all of his actions are good?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that the death of the innocents is good? Like children?
Um, well, there is, or you mean the death of the flesh?
No. Like executing babies, is that good?
Right, so death of the flesh. But the soul doesn't die. The
I'm
soul is
asking you
immortal,
about
right?
the soul. I'm asking you about here on the earth where you and I
Uh-huh.
live. If somebody
Uh-huh.
slaughters an infant, is it good or bad?
Well, we might perceive it as bad, but it could be good.
It could be good. What would make it
It
good?
could be good. Well, how could it be good?
Hmm. Yeah. What would
Well,
make that good?
I couldn't necessarily justify it, but God could justify it.
How? Does he have different logic than you?
He has better logic than me.
What's the
He knows how to
difference?
use it better than I do.
What's the difference
Well,
between his logic and your logic?
he's all knowing, right? So you ever heard the story? You ever heard the story of the China farmer
No.
who lost his horse? So there's a farmer in China who one day his horse runs away, and the village goes, "Oh, that's terrible," and he says maybe, and then the next day his horse comes back with three other horses, and the town says, "Oh, that's so good," and the man says maybe. And then the next day, his son is out helping the horses and he breaks his arm. And the town goes, "Oh, that's so bad." And he says, "Maybe." And then the next day, China goes to war, comes through the town and drafts all the boys. His son is excluded because of his arm. And the town goes, "Oh, that's so good." And he says, "Maybe."
Yeah, but no one's
So,
questioning whether or not like good things can come
so,
from bad
so,
things. No one is questioning that.
well, hold on. So there's this tribe in Papua New Guinea called the Cum Warriors of Papua New Guinea. Have you ever heard
Uh-huh.
of them?
No, but please tell me another story that's irrelevant.
Well, no, this is a real tribe. You can look them up. They're called the Cum Warriors of Papua New Guinea. When the boys reach adolescent age, puberty, the men take them out, and men take turns ejaculating into the boys' mouths and force them to swallow it. And the boys actually enjoy.
Okay, so Jesse, here's what's going to happen. We're not going to tell this story. I don't know what world you live in, but this is not a story that's actually appropriate for TikTok. You'll literally get my live taken down, and at this point, I'm starting to think that you're actually a troll. You're not for real because this is not a story that a grown ass man having a normal conversation would be telling. So, um, did you want to get back on topic, or are you just outing yourself as a troll right now?
Well, that's a real tribe.
I don't care.
Uh, Well, if God destroyed that tribe for that, would you say that's a good thing?
I don't think God should be in the business of destroying anyone, but that has nothing to do with what we're actually talking about.
It does.
So
That
it
tribe
it
is disgusting.
it
That
does.
tribe is disgusting.
That's your opinion, Jesse. And again, we're not discussing this
You
particular.
don't think that's disgusting?
I didn't even hear what you said about the tribe because I muted you. Because what we're not going to do is get my live stream taken down because you've got a sick mind. So
That's
try
not
to.
me being sick. It's a
Jesse's got some problems. So Jesse, I
bro. You
don't
could look up the tribe. Just
Jesse,
Google it live
I don't care.
on here.
No one's
I know
looking.
you don't
No one's
because it's a
looking.
fact.
No one's looking up your tribe. It's irrelevant to what
They
we're
are
talking
looking it
about.
up right now, in fact,
No
and
one
it's a
cares.
real thing.
They're not looking
The
it up
chat
because
can put that it's a real thing.
they're not looking it up because they didn't even hear what you said because I muted you.
So if God destroyed a
So
tribe,
Jesse, I know you desperately want to take control of the conversation because you're feeling like hot under the collar, but you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. I've got power of the mute button. I'm not going to let you dodge the actual conversation by bringing up like some weird tribe that you don't like. So, with all due respect, would you like to get back on track with where we left off on the
sure,
conversation?
sure.
Okay,
How can I
so
show you elsewise that God is good then? If
you're
I can't give you
that's
an
not your
example of
goal,
a
Jesse. That's not your task right now.
you asked
Your
is killing babies good,
your
right?
task right now is to pay attention to what I'm saying because I'm trying to
That's what you
reply
asked,
to what
right?
I'm trying to respond to what you said before you went on this tangent with your stories. So no
Okay, go
one
ahead.
here is saying that something good couldn't come from something bad. No one's saying
Hmm.
that. Everyone here knows
Okay.
that sometimes something bad can happen and then
Okay.
something good ends up as the result of that. That's not in
Okay.
question, okay?
Okay.
The question I'm asking is, if you believe in an all powerful God, can he
Uh-huh.
accomplish the good thing without the bad thing?
Well, it's not a bad thing to him. It's a good thing.
It's a yes or no. Can God accomplish the outcome without the harm?
What's the harm though?
Do you think getting slaughtered by the sword is harmful?
Well, again, I just tried to bring up an example of that and you wouldn't let
We'll
me.
try this again,
So
Jesse. It's a yes or no question. Do you think being slaughtered by a sword is harmful?
maybe,
What do you mean, maybe? How is it not harmful?
maybe if it, I mean, bro, you won't let me give you an example of a terrible tribe. So I don't know what to tell you.
I don't want a whole story. Just give me a reason.
You don't want an example? Okay. Do you want a reason, an example? I
I
mean,
want a
it can
reason.
be it can be a good
Give me
thing. It can
one
be a good
give
thing.
me one
Yes, a
reason.
tribe being wiped out could be a good thing.
Children, I'm giving one. Give me one good
A
reason
tribe, are they
for.
part of the
I'm not
tribe?
talking about a tribe, Jesse. I'm talking about a baby. Pay attention. Give me one good reason why a child being slaughtered by the sword would be a good thing.
So if the tribe was taken out
I
and the
didn't ask
babies
about
were
a
left
tribe,
over,
Jesse. I said a baby.
are you going to let me answer or are you just going to keep interrupting me?
Not if you keep diverting. I didn't ask if a
Well,
tribe gets
you ask
slaughtered.
if an individual baby with nothing else known to me, if that can be a good or a bad thing, I'd say maybe. If you're not going to give me any qualifications to it, all I can say is maybe.
Shit,
Is a baby
all
is a
you that's all
baby
you had to say, Jesse, was maybe. Now that you've actually
maybe?
given me an answer
Yeah.
and I made you give me the runaround to get the answer, explain why the maybe is a maybe rather than a yes or no.
Well, I would go back to that tribe as an example, just wiping out a tribe in its entirety. Unfortunately, babies will be a collateral damage, if you will, to that,
Okay,
right?
can God save the tribe's people without slaughtering them?
Well, well, you're assuming though
It's a
that
yes or no
when those
question,
babies
Jesse.
were slaughtered,
Jesse,
hold on, you're
no,
assuming.
I'm not going to hold
Holy
on,
cow,
Jesse.
it's not.
I asked you a yes or no
Okay, ask
question.
the question again then. Ask the question again then.
Can God save the tribe's
Uh-huh.
people without killing them?
God can do whatever he wants.
Okay, so if he can do it without killing them, that means killing them is not
Uh-huh.
necessary.
How do you know?
Is definitionally true. If God is capable of achieving his goal without
Uh-huh.
executing them, that means
Uh-huh.
definitionally killing them wasn't necessary.
Uh-huh. Well, he killed their flesh only, right? So he could take their souls in. They could become one with God again, right?
To pay attention to what I'm saying,
But no,
though.
you need to pay attention because you're
Don't,
assuming that people don't
Jesse,
have
you keep
souls,
trying to.
and you think that when the no, stop for a second. Listen,
I'm not
you
going to
think
stop, Jesse. Every time you pivot to a different topic, I'm just going to mute you and redirect you. I don't know why you keep doing this. Be an actual adult and stay within the conversation. We're talking about being executed, sometimes rather brutally. I'm not talking about whether or not people have souls. That's a whole different conversation. I'm talking about the execution of a people group. Do you want to talk about that?
You're talking about God, right?
I'm talking about executing people right now.
About
So,
God executing people, dummy.
Jesse, pay
Holy cow,
attention.
bro, is your brain broke?
Jesse, I know this is hard for you. Like, I know you've never answered critical questions before. You've never used your thought processes yet, but I'm going to need you to put your big boy pants on and actually engage in some adult dialogue. Do you think you're capable of doing that?
Yes, dummy, I am. Let's do it.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
if you can let me.
Jesse, you're not asking questions right now. I'm still trying to get an answer to my question. You need to stop talking and listen to my question before we can move on. I will not let you take over my live stream. Not going to do it. Okay. So,
Okay, go ahead with your question.
okay. So, whatever God was accomplishing by executing the people, is he capable of accomplishing that without executing them?
Of course.
Okay. That means, by definition, if he's capable of
I thought we
achieving.
weren't talking about God.
Jesse, pay fucking attention.
You were talking about execution. You said specifically we weren't talking about.
Jesse, I don't know how long I can do this with you. There's lots of adults waiting to get in if you're not an adult. So I need you to actually focus up here. All we're doing is talking about definitions of words. So lock the fuck in and try to pay attention. Okay. So we're talking right now, Jesse. Okay. If God can, if God can accomplish something, if he's capable of doing it, and he's capable of doing it without the slaughtering, what that means is that the slaughtering is not a necessary component. Do you understand?
That's not true.
It is true.
If he did it, then it's necessary.
It's not necessary. We'll try this again. So
that's your opinion.
Definitionally, no, it's just a definition.
No, that's your opinion.
Jesse, it's not my opinion. It's definitionally true.
Opinion.
It's definitionally true. We'll try this again.
Doing something a different way doesn't mean it's the efficient way.
No,
dummy.
I didn't say anything about efficiency. I said about necessary. We're talking about what's necessary.
Whatever.
God's not required to do anything.
Something two ways doesn't mean it's necessary.
God's not required to do anything efficiently, Jesse. He's required to do things in a way that causes the least amount of harm. That's the definition of being all good. You do what you need to do with causing the least amount of harm is baked into the definition. The efficiency of slaughtering babies has nothing to do with whether or not it's good or bad. In fact, I would imagine that doing it efficiently is a relative term. There's always a more efficient way to do something. So that's irrelevant. So what I'm trying to help you understand, Jesse, is if God, whatever his goal was slaughtering people, if he could do the thing without slaughtering them, that means the slaughtering of them wasn't necessary to reach his end goal. And you already agreed to that. Do you still agree to that?
That's not at all true, what you just said.
It is true. So we'll try this again.
No, it's not.
It's just definitionally true.
It's definitionally not.
Okay, I'll give you an example because I don't think you're.
Let me give you an example. I'll let you talk here. Let me talk now.
You don't let me talk, Jesse. It's my fucking live stream. I don't know are you fucking concussed right now? Are you lost? Did you run out into the woods and forget your GPS? You're on my live stream. You'll never take over my live stream and demand me answer your questions while you're running from mine. Never gonna happen. So you need to put your big boy boots on, pull your pants up, put your listening ears on, and actually pay attention to the flow of conversation. Now, if I can accomplish a goal, let's say my goal, I'm a doctor, my goal is to give this kid a vaccine. If I can accomplish the goal using the least amount of harm, which I'm required to as a doctor, I'm doing a good thing. So that means the poke of the needle, while it isn't fun, is necessary. It's a necessary thing. But if I walk in and I punch the kid in the nose and then I give them the shot, the punch in the nose is not necessary, right?
Well, what's good and what is harm?
So you can't even listen to what I'm saying. Did you hear anything I just said?
I did. The punch in the nose is on.
Okay, so we're just gonna move on. Jesse, listen. When you reach adulthood, when your testes descend, let me know and come back. I'm not gonna have this conversation with you. Like there are literal 12-year-olds that can stay on track better than you. I assume all of your teachers in elementary school hated you. So you're gonna have to go somewhere else. You're not fit for this discussion.